Start. David.
Well, just a moment before I start, on behalf of myself and all the club, we want to congratulate Liverpool Football Club for the Premier League victory. Well deserved, no doubt about that. Fantastic team. So during 1 year, like it happened the last 4 years, they're going to retain the title, and hopefully next season we can be better to compete until the end. That this season could not be possible. So Liverpool, congratulations.
Congratulations. After all the problems you've had this season with the team, what does it say about the group of players that you've managed to get to the final for the third year running?
Yeah, 7 semi-finals in a row, semi-finals speak highly, the volume so high about this generation of players, this club in itself. We are really pleased that, we are there. I said many times the season has not been good, because what defines the season good or not is the Premier League, the consistency, and always we have been that, always, but this season could not happen. But at the same time, we try to avoid the damage that, especially the most important thing, qualification for the Champions League. You have to be calm now, recover, because this stadium, this grass, always the fatigue is there. But you have 5 days against a team like Wolves, coming from 5-6 victories in a row, and it's playing really, really good. And we have 4 finals. And after, of course, really, I'm very, very pleased to play against Crystal Palace that yesterday, when you saw the game, how good they are.
Hi, Pep. It's just me. With some of the players who played today, like Lewis, O'Reilly, are we seeing a bit of the future, maybe, of your team going forward?
They cannot do it alone. So the young players always perform well. Yeah, both have been extraordinary. Not for the goal from Rico and Nico that, again, they played really, really good. Really pleased. I think Rico helped us a lot as a fullback, invert fullback inside, but I think his perfect position is a pocket, because he moves in small spaces like Phil. They have the ability in small spaces, have to be aggressive in the next action. So Rico, since the land arrived with us, always has been really, really good.
You mentioned Phil there. Did you leave Phil and De Bruyne on the bench just as a selection thing? They're not injured or anything?
No. I tried to make the selection rotate a little bit, but for the way we want to play, I decided for that players, and step by step, Phil will be back like he was an amazing player.
You've talked a lot this season about control and maybe not having control of games as much as you would have liked, but today you had Kovacic, 4 players really in that central midfield in the first half. Do you think that gave you that kind of stability that you've been looking for in control?
Our process was a little bit better. They follow man marking in the middle. They are so aggressive. With them, with this type of game, the only we miss, and after that we could break, after that process, we could break the lines in the middle and have to be more aggressive, and we missed that a little bit. But I don't want to be a open game with Hudson-Odoi, Elanga second half, or Woods, or Gibbs White. And the first, of course, help us in the first minute score a goal. But even with that, we continue to play at that tempo. We had a chance. The final third, we were not clever enough, brilliant enough. They had chances in the post, but we have 3 or 4 transitions that we did not even shoot, that we should have done it. In general, the moments and actions from, of course, we are lucky in the post. We cannot deny that. They had chances, of course, we cannot deny that. But I think the game, in general, apart the actions that they had, was really well played, and we cannot forget. So they have 1 game in hand. If they win it, they are in front of us in the Premier League. So they have done it better. So we know which opponent we are facing. And the team with more clean sheets in the Premier League, and we had more chances. So, really pleased to be in the final again.
Hi, Pep. Just on Rico, when did you kind of decide that you were going to start him in midfield, and how pleased are you with this?
Yesterday or the day before. Start to think in my mind 2 days ago, and today we decide. Yesterday, anyway.
And he's not had an easy season. He's played a lot. He's not played too much in recent weeks, but bringing him back in for a game of this importance just kind of shows how much you trust him.
I don't have any doubt. There are some players, they are always speak to them, so they are judged, or they believe I don't appreciate them just for the fact don't play or don't play. And Rico, I give it a hand to show his quality, and he proved it. So I don't have any doubt his quality. He's ductile and playing in different positions, left back, right back, invert. He's not a player like Mateos or maybe up and downs, but he's a player that had the quality to do it. So yeah, really plays in that sense.
Hi Pep, staying on Rico, do you think playing as number 10 is a position we can see him moving forward?
No, it's a pocket. It's pocket position, 8, 10. The small, he moves really well in small spaces. Sometimes when we play not good like this season, it's not necessary, but when we play really good and control and drop the opponents in the final third, players can move in the smaller spaces. It's really important. Enrico's one of the best I ever seen. He's one of the best. His reception, his controls, his rhythm is really good. And after that, we just scored a fantastic goal, but had this quality. I remember we played this season 2 or 3 times in the post, and actions he missed being in the penalty spot. He's a guy in the final third. After that, he likes to be there. And yeah, he proved it today.
Hi, Pep. The sort of box midfield that you're playing, is that here to stay? Is that how you want
Sorry?
to? The sort of the way you're playing in midfield at the moment with the 2 in front of us, is that here to stay?
No, today and tomorrow, yesterday, but maybe tomorrow, no.
But you've done it a couple of times in the last couple of weeks as well,
Yeah.
sort of similar things. So
yeah, I would do it, but do you know what's going to happen? If I use it a lot, the opponent is going to take it tricky. He's going to find, and I have to do it again. I have to do something different to see where are the spaces more clever or more clear. But this is true, especially the build-up with these 4 players, help us to have more process. It's just after that, you have to, in the moment we contact for the fullbacks or for wingers or for that, a little bit more aggressive in that, but we will improve for the timing.
Hi, Pep. If you can win the FA Cup and finish in the top 5 and qualify for the Champions League, how would that be a successful season given?
No. I said many
everything
times,
that's happened,
no, the season has not been good. We are
All things considered, you know.
We are 1,000 million points behind Liverpool. Come on. So it's not good. Season has not been good. Champions League. Look the Champions League. How many? 1 game, 2 games we win? But always we were a machine in that. We have not been good. But of course, the damage will be minor. So it's not going to confuse the fact qualified champion or win the FA Cup, with all respect for Crystal Palace. It's not going to confuse it, the season has been good. No. I had to take the decision, the club had to take the decision, the right ones to next season be better. No. Okay, thank you.